Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Jay from Daily Reaction. Alright guys, we got to get to these two stories. These squatters are really getting out of control, where they just taking over people's houses while they're on vacation or even going to work. It's kind of hard to get rid of them because they even got laws in place for them. This is the reason why they're able to take these homes from people, and it takes a long time to evict somebody that's squatting in your house. There's some videos where there's some people that own the house got arrested, which is, messed up. But let's get to these two videos here, guys. One more thing. Thanks God, in Florida, DeSantis already have passed, put in a law in place to where they are easy to get evicted out the house without no notice, which is good. I'm happy for that. But anyway, let's get to these two videos. Let's go.
First to 9, a woman in Greenbelt comes home from vacation to find all of her belongings gone and 2 people laying in her bed.
Yeah, wild story, frightening here. Police are asking for help to find the 2 suspects involved. Paris Jones is live in Greenbelt. And Paris, you actually spoke to this victim who I imagine is still pretty shaken up over this.
Yeah, that's right. And she told me when this was going down, the male suspect got physical with her to stop her from leaving or calling the police. She says this was such a scary experience that she's been having nightmares.
Wow.
Coming back from vacation to strangers on her bed.
Not only were they in my home, everything in my home was gone except for my bed, because he details how he loved my bed so much. And I'm like, who are you? And he says my name. He like, you didn't pay your rent. I'm like, what are you talking about? I paid my rent.
We're concealing the identity of the woman who stays in this apartment for her safety, but she tells us at first she tried to leave, but the man you see in the video stopped her.
He tackles me, and I'm like, sir, this is my home. You're not gonna let me leave? He's like, no, I'm just saying you're not gonna call the police. I'm just saying you're not gonna call the police. I'm gonna give you an apartment. You're just not gonna call the police.
She says he eventually calms down, so she starts recording him as he's packing his things and explaining how he got in.
Please show me how you.
Damn, look how crazy that is. When you just came back on vacation and see 2 people in your house. My first reaction would have been, hold on. I can almost say I'd be ready to fight somebody. Can you imagine? I'm coming on vacation, coming out, we all happy, enjoying. You know how crazy it is. When you come on vacation, you're already tired and things like. And you come home, somebody's laying in your bed. I know before I left, I made my bed. My bed looked nice and clean, and it's nice. The house is cleaned up and everything. And then I come home and there's 2 squatters just chilling in my bed. That's crazy. Let's continue.
I'm gonna show you step by step. There's 3 ways you can get in your apartment. Is everything managed?
Please get all of your things. I want you to know nothing about my home.
I'm gonna tell you how.
He ain't called the police.
I can't believe.
It's a learning experience.
It's been almost a month since this happened, and
This man was actually showing her how he got in her house. He didn't need a key or anything. He just got in and showing her how to do it, so next time she'd be prepared. What the freak?
tells me she still doesn't know where her belongings are, close to $50,000 worth. She says she's still in disbelief.
Like, I just couldn't believe this was happening to me. I see this on TV. They really just took over my apartment, and I was just trying to remain calm because but at the same time, I just couldn't believe this was happening to me. Right. I come home and literally 2 people are in my bed, like, relaxing.
And they went through the same door they came in.
Now, she says before he left, he told her he planned on doing this again at another apartment. Tonight, Greenbelt police say this is something they are aware of, and currently they have officers actively patrolling in that area. And we can confirm we did see them out there.
Listen, guys. He gonna mess around and find out real soon. Keep doing that stuff and see what happens. You're gonna mess with the wrong person. You're gonna really find out what's really going on. I bet he won't ever do that again after he done, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, Red Bull going to start sponsoring these people because they're going to start growing wings. Let's continue.
Something else that she told me today was that the apartment complex is allowing her to break her lease. Guys, back to you.
Hell, I would have left too. That need to get in my house.
WGN
This
investigates
is another video.
squatters' rights. They are benefiting from loopholes in the law that make it tough, time-consuming, and expensive to get them out.
And investigative reporter Ben Bradley has one such story.
On a tidy block in Chicago's Chatham neighborhood, you'll find a house that looks like many others.
The owner of the home was my mother, and she passed away. And as the heir of the property, I was planning to sell it.
It's the house Karen Polk grew up in, the house her mother died in, a house she was trying to sell from where she lives, 500 miles away in Nashville, Tennessee.
I got a call from that agent stating that the person that went to the house for a showing was greeted at the door with someone inside already.
I wouldn't say it's prevalent, but this happens more than you think.
Chicago real estate attorney Aaron Stanton says there are two ways it happens. People who are scammed by someone posing as a landlord, offering keys to new locks and a fake lease. Or, in some cases, someone posing as a scam victim who simply saw an empty house and moved in.
The problem is anyone could print a lease off from the internet. Put in form lease,
print
it out, fill it out, put the address in, sign a bogus landlord.
Karen Polk flew to Chicago and went to her mother's home with police, who said they were powerless to determine whether the lease was legit. She'd have to go to court to get the occupiers out.
This all started in September, but we didn't get a court date until mid-December. And then that particular session, none of the occupants showed up. So we had a second court date. That's just how the process goes. If they don't show up for the first one, another date is assigned.
Who, we wondered, would answer the door and explain their presence.
Do you live here?
Yeah.
How long have you lived here?
Look at her
I've been here
face.
for a minute.
Look at her face, like she don't even care. She said she been there for a minute. Don't even care what's going on. Like she been paying rent and just enjoying just living there.
A minute?
Yeah.
About how long is that?
Since like last year.
Okay.
Meet Shirley Roper, who says she's lived here with her kids since September, but acknowledges only paying rent for the first 3 months.
You know somebody else owns this house, right?
Oh, yeah.
Look at her, man.
Right?
Do you have a lease?
Uh-huh.
She think it's
Can I see
funny.
it?
Give me 1 second.
Alrighty.
Seconds turn to minutes.
I don't think she's coming back.
We learned time has a habit of slipping away in these cases.
And there's a huge backlog, and it could take anywhere from 6 months to 12 months to possibly 18 months if they know how to work the system and get delays in court. In the meantime, they're in your home.
To our surprise, Shirley Roper came back to the door.
I know.
Find the lease. I misplaced the lease.
She says she too is a victim.
Somebody had scammed us out of our money and gave us a fake lease and had us to move into the house or whatever and stuff like that.
And that brings us back to the courthouse. There's no data specific to fake leases or squatting cases, but the number of eviction filings is back to pre-pandemic levels in Cook County. More than 29,000 last year alone.
They are on the rise
Damn,
because
that's a lot of people.
criminals know that they can do this. There's really no criminal repercussions, and you can live rent-free in a home for 12, 18 months if you're lucky.
No, I'm not a squatter.
Yeah, right.
Again, Shirley Roper insists she's a victim.
When the lady told you this was her dead mom's house.
See, I didn't know that.
Well,
until
but
she
she's since told you
yeah,
that.
she told me that. And then it was like, oh, wow. Like, I didn't know that.
So why not move out?
I
Exactly.
am gonna move out. I told her I was gonna move out. That's why I told you, like, we had went to court and everything. And I told her, I'm like, I just need a little time because it's just not me. It's like me and my kids, and I don't have nowhere to go.
Always
It seems like
Jesus
these
Christ,
folks
no man.
know how to work the law.
Of course.
It seems that way, but, you know, when it's someone like myself that's new to all of this, dealing with multiple things, grieving, everything going on at one time, it's just hard to process. It's stressful. It's a financial burden. It's mentally irritating.
I'm sorry that this happened to her. Like, I'm actually sorry that this happened to her, and I hope that this don't ever happen again in the future. But next time, I feel like she should have more security cameras around her apartments, her houses, and everything. That way she can.
Oh my God, they never take any blame for anything. She just said she feel like the lady should have more security at the house, security cameras and this and that. Ma'am, you how you gonna say you feel sorry for the person, but at the same time still blame her for the situation that you're causing? Oh my God, let's continue.
Be able to check on her houses every now and then.
Oh. So you is a squatter.
That interview was 2 weeks ago. We visited again, but it's unclear if that woman is still living in the house. Our attempts to reach people who she said could validate her story were unsuccessful. So how do you protect yourself, especially in situations where you may not live near an empty home you own? Well, cameras are a good idea, a burglar alarm, and experts say you should not allow a realtor to use a lockbox with keys to your home inside.
Enough of that. I agree with him at the end. This is happening way too much now, and this been happening before the migrants. So this is a regular American citizen that's actually squatting in people's houses, just like it's it's like your home. Guys, just protect yourself when you got these homes, guys. Man, this is your homes. This is what you pay your stuff with. So I think you guys need to be smart and do the same thing, guys. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. You guys have a good one.